Ah, yes. The world of the living really does have its own feel to it. So much less pressure, so much more comfort. The air alone feels nicer. Mm. Oh, there you are. You're surprised, evidently, and why wouldn't you be? You ripped up your manuscripts, shredded them really, and tossed them all so angrily to the floor. And suddenly I'm here. How intriguing. For a second, I thought you meant to summon me, but I can see how it all happened. Let me explain it to you, little human. The negativity in your heart was enough to spur forth perhaps the most coincidental moment in all of your existence, let alone in the last few centuries. Those are your manuscripts, as I mentioned. Oh, you poor thing. You must have been pretty angry. I can see you now. You were rejected from so many offers. You've chosen to give it up, and now you've tossed it all away. You ripped it all up and even had the attempt to end it all. Unlucky for that idea. The papers aligned in just the right way. Your negative emotions, the papers that flew, the words unwritten, all together. They have carved the necessary Latin incantation out into the world, and thus I was brought here from the depths of hell. To put it simply, hello, I'm Skylar, the demoness you have just summoned. A pleasure to meet you. You didn't mean to? I mean, that much is very clear. You did not mean to. No, but I am here, am I not? It was perhaps the twist of fate and life itself that led to this moment. But the only thing that really matters here is that I've been birthed into this world through your desire. And well, that means I am here to serve you, Master. Don't be ridiculous. Not in that way. I never meant to make it seem as though I'm about to uplift your spirits so freely. Did you think I was an angel? Those fools would give themselves to the smallest thing to grasp at the joy of seeing pleasure in others. They're the real problem, if you ask me. This isn't meant to be a discussion about demons and angels, so let's skip ahead to the contract you unknowingly signed with your soul. I'll make it as simple as I can for you, Master. You have been wrong, time and time again. Your scripts have been offered up to those in charge, and you've been cast aside. It's quite maddening. So I am here to exact your revenge. It's time for the people who were so cruel and denying you your destiny to die. It really is that simple. There are some little details to be ironed out afterwards, but that can wait. I noticed something as I was overlooking some of your shredded works. Could you possibly be... You are... Oh my gosh, you're incredible. You're the best author in the world. The way you made the maiden the main character after being the side character of the whole wizard who stole her heart, it was incredible. I never expected him to die. You wrote an entire story leading up just to her being the main role. How could anyone not fall in love with your style? You are the best, truly. I am not some wayward fan either. The entire demon realm loves to go through the negative emotions of the world, and oftentimes there is a lot of art that is rejected. Writings, drawings, songs, music in general. So much of it is lost to you humans. Yours happens to be the best I've personally read. There is debate in the demon realm about whether or not you're truly the best, but those fools can rot down there for all I care. On top of being the best writer in the world, you have summoned me through sheer luck. Oh, you will feel the extent of that before you know it. I am the best demoness known to the demon realm. Skylar Quam, at your service, master. You don't believe me? Or you're unsure? Either way, I can do a lot for you. How about proving myself? You've really yet to see anything I can do, besides having all of your ripped works form a ball, light on fire, and have me arise from the ashes. It matters not. I will show you. The last person you submitted your works to. Let's start with him. You seem a little adverse to the idea of killing him. A little odd given how you were treated. But I will follow the weak human ideals or morals, whatever you call it, that you currently have. Clearly, that'll dissipate in time. So I, Skylar Quam, am not worried. This man, Richard Goldberg, you want him fired, don't you? After all, he read your masterpieces and decided, within his best judgment, to say no. How is that fair to you, who has put all of his life and his experience, his talent into these works of art? Good, and then it's settled. You just wait around, get some food, maybe relax a little. I will be right back. Skylar was gone with a poof, and a couple of hours passed by before she poofed again right behind you, where she poked your side childishly. Hello, hello. The all-powerful Skylar Quam has come back. You hadn't gotten rid of me. It wasn't some kind of dream. And all is well. Let's start at the beginning, shall we? I went to his place of work in a disguise, no less. It was pretty interesting. So, make sure to listen intently. I can already tell that your mind is wandering at the idea of me in a different outfit. I just walked over to his office and flirted with him a little. Enough to get him to turn off the security camera, not that it mattered. I altered the video feed that there was anyway, but it was a lot more fun that way. Next, I had to get him to be ready to do things. Just to scream at the top of my lungs. People came in. I purposely made myself look, well, like a victim, and he was hauled away without a thought. I made it out before anyone could really notice anything, and I'm sure they're looking for me in order to arrest him. I'll continue that venture some other time. Make sure that all of this is added to his personal record. But now, he is surely out of a job. I'll make sure he can't get another. But I wanted to do something before completely ruining his life, you see. Us demons are not happy with just doing the bare minimum. No. I have to make sure that he understands that all of this is because of your denial of the script, that he will suffer for his poor choices. After all, he is but a weak human in this world who values only money and nothing else. Even integrity is often the win these days. You feel bad? You should know the real reason you were rejected from your attempts to be published time and time again wasn't due to your lack of talent. It's because of money. After all, that's what makes the world go round and round and round. Money, money, money. You're not known. You have to catch a lucky break, or just be known to get things published. There were others who have Wattpads that were pretty successful. There were others who were simply bribed. And some who just had their works published before you. You're new, you have talent, but you don't have an agent to push for you. You eke through life and merely ask people to do things for you. Of course you are rejected, time and time again. But don't you worry, everything will be changing starting today. But first, there is one thing that was never fully discussed. Now the job that was done for you, before I start my next, there is the matter of payment. As you know, I'm a demoness, I have no use for money. So your broke self gets to use me for your heart's desire. Or that would be the case if I didn't slowly steal away at your soul, but who cares about that? The important thing is that what you have to pay is one kiss on the cheek. That's all I ask of you. I'll even recuperate it if make you feel less awkward. I know that for you silly humans, doing something affectionate with someone else can be a social faux pas. So, with that in mind, like I said, I will recuperate. There, was that so hard? Oh, by now your friends should be on the news. Skylar turned on the TV, flipped it to the news that is currently covering what happened within the well-known publishing company. You're wondering how something like that could possibly make news? It isn't that. Normally, something gets linked. I'm sure you know that. I am a demoness after all. I did alter the video, as well as the leaked information myself. You humans are all about the money, like I said. And this is a story that'll make the headlines. It's enough to get you started for your revenge, but we're not quite there. Once you go more accustomed to all of this, once you understand the dangers of what all of this means, perhaps you'll be willing to kill. You should know that the more egregious of all of this, the more I will demand as payment. This little thing was just a kiss on the cheek, but the next one, it might be a hug, it might be an actual kiss, it might be even more. You should also know that the more we do this, the more you falter. As I so gently said, I am stealing away at your soul. One step at a time, you will slowly begin to lose your humanity. You could one day be a husk. Is that what you want? You don't have to answer then. Just come along. Let's get started. And as we continue, you can see how you feel. I'll go do my next task, and we can go from there.